I've only ever done a review thing once before, and I'm not overly thrilled with how I did that one. So this one we're gonna do live on stream. This is Shattered Heaven. I have almost no indication of how this game's gonna go, what it's really like. The only thing that I know is it's similar to something like Slay the Spire. I am excited to dive into this. The devs gave us this key from Keymailer, which is incredibly awesome. Shoutouts to those guys. This music is absolutely beautiful. And we're gonna dive into the game. If at any point anyone has any interest in the game, if you type !review in the chat, it'll bring up the link. If you get the game through that link, it looks good on future Keymailer bids. So, if this stream or this video decides that, hey, or helps you decide that you want to dive into this game yourself, that directly helps me make more content for you. So without further ado, let's get into this. So yeah, gonna dive in. You want to play the tutorial? Yes. This will get edited, so I can probably go through the intro bit on my own time and just ADR it or something.
Our god is no more, and we, the lowly mortals, are the ones who killed him. Now, the cursed remnants of humanity exist under the perpetual reign of his mournful ashes, condemned to a never-ending circle of hate and resentment. As punishment for our ancestral sin, our breaths are cut short as soon as we hit 40 of age. We are barren shells, unable to sleep, the desire to bring forth new life. Our last hope for a better tomorrow lies in a divine forgiveness that only bloodshed can grant us. 4 Vestals shall hail from the 4 lands. Sentia, where memories of old still sing. Delhem, ever untamed and never bound. Flamen, hearth of steel and spires. And our home, born from thunder and storms, Ashram. In the end, only one pair of soiled hands will hold the salvation we desperately seek. Once every 10 years, our somber march to the Equinox Cathedral ushers war in. Kneeling in front of the flame of Vesta, we swear to repent. O ancient sin, stain us in red, so that we may never forget the firmament's grief. O ancient sin, grant us this holy pardon, so that we may one day mend our shattered heaven.
They said the line. They said the line. That's it. Game over. Game is over already.
Salvation by my hand.
So first off, I just want to point out that this voice artist sounds very much like Luxray right now. Like very much. Like I almost for a second was like, oh my god, that's Lux. So yeah, this is the tutorial. I can hear you well over the... Good. Thank you very much, Surprisey. We're gonna see what it's like to play this game. Like I said, the only thing I know about it is it's similar to Slay the Spire. And I love Slay the Spire. So, naturally, I think I'm gonna like this game at the very least. But I love this whole aesthetic. So we'll see where it goes. The battle has begun. To beat your enemies, you must use cards. Each of them is a specific action Andorra can take. At the beginning of each turn, your characters will draw 5 cards up to a maximum of 8. In order to play cards, you need AP. The cost is shown by the number on the top left corner. Characters start their turn with 2 AP and can have a maximum of 4. You can see how many AP are available in the bottom left corner. Okay, that's our energy. Like Baiting Kaitos. I've never heard that before, but I'm definitely intrigued. Most cards have special effects known as keywords. You can check a brief description of each card by hovering the cursor over it. You can also see a complete one by pressing the More Info button. It was back in... Oh. I actually never had a GameCube. Never had one. I wanted one, and then I saw a controller for it, and I was like, this is not okay. Hi, Ironside. Thank you so much for popping in. I'm gonna have to delete this whole part. I'm kidding. Honestly, you want to get GameCube, still need to play Eternal Darkness. You get 6 PlayStation 1 games in the case, you could pick GameCube. Hi, Alanis. Most N64 is not okay? No. You capping. I'm actually gonna keep this in so that any YouTube comments can flame me for that one. No, I'm kidding. I know I get a lot of crap for not liking the GameCube controller. Everyone says it's great. I cannot agree with that. How you doing, Elements? We are recording for a review of this game. How are you doing? Each character takes their action on their turn. The turns of your character and enemies are instead grouped in rounds. You can see the order of turns on the current and the next round in the top right corner. Okay, so there's a battle timeline. Very cool. I like that. In turn-based games, this is a feature every single turn-based game should have. Every single one. You should not have to force the player to guess when turns occur, especially when there's turn manipulation effects that you can have. This game, I'm sure, has plenty of them. You know, a card might make another character act faster or slower. It is imperative that if you have a turn-based game, you have some visualization to easily know what the turn timeline looks like. I remember seeing it for the first time in Final Fantasy, what is that, 10? Yeah, I actually have never actively played 10. I've seen a couple people play it, but I've never once seen them do combat in it. Never once. It's always the chocobo races. I've only played 7, 8, 9. I'm about halfway through 13. And I plan on doing 13 too at the end of that, and then Lightning Returns. And technically I've played 14, you know. You could say it was inspired by the Spire. I imagine so. I have almost all the Final Fantasies on Steam. I'd actually planned to play through them all on stream. I've just not gotten around to that. When it comes to inflicting damage, sword cards are your best choice. You can see the icon of each card beneath its AP cost and gem color. I use Vorpal Strike Attack them. Okay. I like that a lot. There is immediate, at a glance, you can see this is something that does damage. This is something that probably prevents damage. This is something that has some sort of turn-altering effect or some sort of buff, you know? You can see that visually, and you can associate these icons with this card art. So even like, later on down the line, you can be like, you don't even have to sit here and like look at this. You don't have to do this. You can just be like, okay, I'm going to do this one, this one. You know what I mean? It's super, because there's so many visual aids right up front, as opposed to just the card art and the cost, which would have been fine. Like, I don't think anyone's going to dock them any points if they didn't have the little icon there, right? I'm pretty sure this is the first game that does that without specifically needing to turn on some sort of like colorblind filter. The only thing I will say about that is it's not a colorblind filter thing, right? It's not intended for colorblind assistance, which again, totally fine. I think it very clearly works just fine. I don't think you're going to be associating colors with specific effects so much as the icons themselves. I do want to figure out exactly what the colors do mean. So hopefully we'll see that. Oh, that targeting indicator is very similar to Slay the Spire as well. There's probably going to be a lot of that's clearly inspired by Slay the Spire, because it's very clearly inspired by Slay the Spire. Veni Vidi Vici. You can see the intentions of the enemies for their next turn. A sword icon means they will attack your character, whereas arrows... Hi, cat. That's going in the recording. Whereas arrows indicate they will grant themselves buffs. Use this information to your advantage. About to go past that. Everyone say YouTube will know that you can smell me. You can smell my fear. Looks like the enemy is going to retaliate. Use a shield to soften the blow. They are the best tool when it comes to armor and defensive effects. You stand your ground to gain armor. Okay. So far, I'm in love with the sound design. That's a shield. Make it a little bit beefier. Add like some defensive sounds in there, like the crunch of a phalanx. Just a little bit. It's a small block effect. Just a little one. You know what I mean? So sound design, even in a game that does not necessarily focus on the sound itself for identification of those sounds, or it's not the forefront. The storytelling is the forefront. The graphics are above that. The sound design itself is kind of more put into music, which is fantastic. This soundtrack is incredible. But I do really appreciate when a game goes a little bit into the sound design, making it so that things sound like they should. We end our turn.
Forward.
See, like that whole thing just didn't have a lot of weight in it. It felt like it should have, but like it didn't. Does that make sense? In my head, it makes sense. I don't know if it makes sense coming out of my mouth. Enemies can inflict debuffs to characters, adding negative effects during the battle. Each debuff has a counter that decreases by 1 at the end of the turn or when specific actions are performed. Once the counter reaches 0, the debuff disappears. You can see more information by hovering the cursor over the icon. One way to counter the debuff is gaining buffs of your own. All characters can equip skills that can grant boons and aid you in battle. Try using Andora's Champion of the Parish skill. Oh. Damage taken is increased by 20%. Give blessing 2 to 2 allies and give 2 armor to 2 allies. See, again, like, that's a bolstering effect. I would really, really like it. Oh. Thank you. Thank you, Ironside. I really appreciate that. I just feel like bolstering effects should, like, sound weightier. And that's not just like a criticism for this game in particular. There's a lot of games where things like that just don't line up right. I do not want to knock any points for, you know, the combat sounds not sounding tip-top. The game is not about that. It is a bigger spectacle as a experience, not as a sound. Okay, get that out of the way. I'm not gonna knock any points for that. Ironside, thank you for gifting Kat a sub. Which, by the way, you know, we are live on Twitch during this recording. I probably won't be when you watch this, but you can always stop by and stop a follow. Twitch.tv/Miss_Tori_Fynix VT. Right there. It's simple. That'll be in the description. Trying to make it a little bit easier for me when I get around to editing this. Some keywords allow you to play new, efficient strategies to win the battle as fast as possible. Usually you can find them in support cards, the ever-chosen as a swift keyword. It allows you to discard a card you might not want. Draw a new one instead. Thank you for shouting me out, Ironside. I'm right here. So let's see. Heal self. Swift 1 card. What? Okay, I guess I picked that one. Checking you out as you requested. True. Okay, can you do an exclamation point YouTube? Is this worth shilling that? Andora's special mechanic is called Deity. Whenever she uses a card for each gem, she will fill a slot. Once all 3 slots are filled, she will gain a deity point up to a maximum of 3. Reaching 3 deity points will power up Andora's next turn, granting her 4 AP and increase critical hit chance. After the special turn ends, deity points go back to 0. Oh boy. Is it maybe... Don't worry, I'll edit all this out. This is gonna be really fun. It's like I'm gonna, you know, figure out fun ways to cut things out. I'm gonna figure out really stupid ways to cut things out. I'm gonna hard cut a lot of stuff, like, you know, me talking about how to cut things out. Hopefully, the way that I do it ends up making it so that end product that goes onto YouTube is a lot less disjointed than the live stream. That's the goal. Whether I achieve that with this video or not, I don't know. We'll figure that out once we get to that point. Let me reread this so I actually understand it. Pandora's special mechanic is called Deity. Whenever she uses a card for each gem, she will fill a slot. Once all 3 slots are filled, she will gain a deity point to a maximum of 3. Using 3 deity points will power up Pandora's next turn, granting her 4 AP, so it's tempo. Okay. Strap this up. Use any card to deal the final blow and win the battle. Okay, so it doesn't matter what one we use, we just hit them. You can move around the dungeons using mouse or directional keys. They're like anything in them? Eventful journeys. Sometimes during exploration, you will come across special events and will have to decide which path to take. The outcomes are never fully certain, but you can use the descriptions to choose a more profitable option. Neat. Good events sells a game for me. If everything else in the entire game is suboptimal, not great, barely serviceable even, that's fine. Good events will sell this game to me straight up. You could have everything sound like donkeys, and you could have various nebulas of weird paint splotches it would not matter to me. Good events sell a roguelike to me. One of the things I think that Star Rail's roguelike mode did really well was really good events. They were fun. There were too few of them, and they got repetitive very quickly. But going through them the first handful of times was super fun, because even when you knew what the option was going to give you, you felt appropriately rewarded or punished for those actions. Whereas a game like, I don't want to diss any games or anything. I don't want to say that, you know, it's not a very good game or anything. There is a game that I played fairly recently that the events were not good. Every event felt like you were wrestling with the game. You had a lot of them that had 0 positive outcomes, so you always had to choose the least worst option. And more often than not, those least worst options were so bad that you could still die in those events. So like, there's a lot of really, like, you purposely avoid events so that you don't have to do them. You would rather do a combat so you could always get something out of it. Whereas a lot of times the events, even if they didn't hurt you, they would overload you with cards, or they would hurt you, or in some cases both, or they would send you across the map and you would have no control over that. Like, there was a lot of stuff in the events for that game that were not great. Star Rail, great. Other game I'm talking about, not great. So hopefully, this game has good events. Song of the Bound. Lonely is the lady of the tree. Just listen to her song. Oh dear freedom, how I ache for you. Lonely is the prisoner of the oak. Just hearken unto her, please. Oh dear absolution, how I yearn for you. These roots are her poison shackles, and her heart is covered in thorns. Oh dear Savior, how I dream of you. Well, these are our 2 options. the fact that we have no context for this, we don't know if we're clapping or ignoring someone singing this song, or if, you know, this is someone in prison in some form. Like, I'm sure, you know, there's context clues here, but on the first glance, you don't actively see any context. We're gonna be good guys and probably clap for her. The maiden stops her lonely verses, in her face a marveled revel. Marveled revel. That one's gonna be re-recorded, I promise. Or welcomes your quiet adulation as her form retreats into the trunk, disappearing from your view. Something drops down from the tree's foliage. You gain some loot. Small floating being emitting a gentle hum. I want the cursor to disappear under the tooltip. I think that's something that needs to be done. It might be an option. Use it to try disarming a trap. Cool. While exploring, you might want to know what lies ahead. Instead of finding out the hard way, the Echo of the Child is a tool meant specifically for this. Try using it by clicking on the icon on the bottom. You can find many different tools, each with a particular function. Some can be used at any moment during exploration, some others when particular situations occur. Let's see. Settings, is there... There's not an option to turn on, like making the cursor disappear. Oh my god, I can turn the text size up. I wish this was a bit more impactful, because you're going from like 11 to a 14. Or I guess probably like a 9 to a 16, right? Look at that. Bottom 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 to 20. You know, like it's very incremental, or very... I personally want more text, or bigger text, bigger font limits. I have very bad eyes, so any assistance that I can get to see it better is fantastic. Cursor should never overlap tooltips, should always be either in corner or behind. True, I agree. So let's see. Like this works. So I wonder if it's just like that situation. In which case, I'm sure, you know, they can patch that out very easily. Use it to reveal the content in the next 2 rooms in each direction. Oh god, that got bright.
I've had worse.
Magni. Oh, I guess it's super windy outside. Magni is another member of your party. His special mechanic is called Rage. He gains 1 Rage point by playing rupee cards and 2 points when he's hit by an attack. Magni's skills do not rely on cooldowns, but instead require a certain number of Rage points to be used. Spend your pent-up Rage to use the Hollow Bastion skill. Ah, okay, so he's got a little bar here. Each character has a healing potion you can only use. That only they can use to restore a portion of their health. Try using Magni's. I would like this to not exist and instead be, you know, smaller, you know, even something this size of an icon. You know, just right here. There's no need to have this. If this is the only thing that it has, is, you know, consumables, just put it on the bottom. Each deck contains at least one legendary card. These are the most powerful cards available and usually have a diamond crystal. Try using the Oathbound Goliath card to finish the battle. Oh, excuse me. We get all allies Phalanx 2, Tenacity 2, and 4 armor. What does this do? Reduces damage taken on next turn, draw 1 extra card for each attack received. Okay. So now we end that turn.
Onward, Thunderborns!
Okay. Now it'll be his. Should be able to just hit that, right? I don't know if I did that battle as intended, and that's okay. We'll figure it out. After each battle, you'll be offered a selection of neutral cards to add to your character's decks. You can select in which deck you want a specific card. That jump cut's going to be fantastic. You go by clicking on the character's portrait beneath it, and every character must pick a card. When you're satisfied with your choice, select Done. So I actually think I'm gonna. Okay, so it's like that. I'm gonna kind of diversify their roles just a little bit. So this gives some defensive options for Andorra, and this gives a little bit of offensive options for Magni. Oh.
We have to save them, and we will.
Ishana is the last member of your party. Her special mechanic is called Thirst. Whenever she kills an enemy or plays specific cards, she will gain Thirst points, summoning the beast Limores. I hope I'm pronouncing that properly. I have no clue. I'm sure they'll say it at some point. These points will be spent to power up her cards. Try and play the card The Beast Within. It has the Gouge keyword that allows you to eliminate cards you don't want in your deck for the whole battle. Okay. Now that you have Limores at your side, you can use the alternate effect of your cards by spending a Thirst point. When the counter reaches 0, Limores will disappear. Try and unleash Merciless Whip on your enemies and finish the battle. Damage dealt is reduced by 20%. Lose 2 HP. Okay, so bleed works like a bleed in basically every roguelite deck builder.
Strike true, my blades!
Okay. Let's try and take out this red thing first. Should be able to do that. Perfect. We can end that turn. Beef him up so that this guy doesn't do as much. Yeah? Let's see, with it is summoned. Lethality and blessing. So interesting. What in the world? Okay, so I think we do this. Oh, I can't do that. That's okay.
You're already dead.
Okay, so it's as simple as just... Ow. Don't have to worry about nothing there. The pyre's flames never die, and many affirm they are the result of flying sparks from the eternal fire. Interdasting.
Journey's end, at last.
You wish. This is only the beginning.
So that's the Equinox Cathedral? It's so shiny.
This is the most sacred place on Earth, and the only thing you can say is, it's so shiny.
Good to see you two in such good spirits. We still have a way to go after all.
Step by step, the tower drew closer. Immaculately white against the barren plain, its masonry formed a tight reticle that enveloped the sacred building. And then, the grand portal. Flanked by his two armored guardians, a stern-looking old man stepped forward.
Oh, I guess this is a... I read this stuff. Fantasy games on Earth. I think I agree. If you're gonna have a literal endless set of worlds that you can have this thing take place in. But why is it gotta be on the least imaginative place? Now mind you, I think the setting is fine. But like, there's room for improvement. Welcome, children of Ashram, to the Equinox Cathedral. I am Karen. His name is Karen, Herald of the Divine Child. Oh, there's no audio in any of these, or at least not this one. Lux, I need you to read this out loud for me. Thank you for receiving us, most revered. Oh, such a wrinkly old face. Is being the herald really something that special, sir?
Damn you!
Hey, do you have any idea of how disrespectful you're being? That wasn't a damn you kind of response. But sure, be back after lunch. Take your time. I'll be here for at least another probably hour and a half doing this, roughly. That is alright. Curiosity is indeed a rare virtue these days. But yours, young lady, is a question that will find its answer another time. Over there you will find your chambers, as well as the merchants sent here to provide for your needs. We'll meet again later in the presence of the Divine Child. Through your sacrifice, may your people atone. Through our fratricide, may life be reborn. That was a hard word for my mouth to make noise for. Welcome to the Equinox Cathedral, home of the faithful and the main hub of the game. Something is awaiting you in the quarters. Go check it out. Well, thank you, tutorial. Thank you. A sitting sack? What a treat.
Whatever.
It's just a pillow. It's so soft. Oh, something is spilling out. You're covering the whole room in ashes. Seriously, what's up with you? Have you been money laundering? Have you been living under a rock this whole time? It was a shack near a mountain, so in a certain way it was under a rock, I think. Oh, Magni. I am gonna have like wife bend syndrome for this whole game. I love Andora's design. I'm not sure if you could tell, but I really like white hair characters. And oh, that's an ad break live on twitch.tv/miss_tori_phoenixvt. During this ad break, I encourage everyone watching this as well to get up, stretch your legs, move around. You've been sitting here a long time, or you've skipped around the video quite a lot, and you just happen to show up during this time where the Twitch live stream hit an ad break. We spend the next 3 minutes doing nothing while the ad break goes on, so that, you know, people getting an ad break don't miss anything. You guys on YouTube, you're spoiled. You get to hear me talk about how we're not doing anything for the duration of the ad break. You know what we can talk about during this ad break is something like when I do my next recording, none of these are going to be in the scene. None of this. And I'm gonna fix the way that this one is like not like the name text is up and to the right, whereas the name text here is kind of down and more to the left. I know exactly what is causing that. It's just a matter of, I have to figure my brain out there. So yeah, we have about a minute left on this ad break. I have actually done a pretty good job of filling this dead air with just stuff. I'm actually not even going to edit this whole ad break out of the video. I might edit out, future ones, if we make it to another ad break. They happen every hour, after 5 minutes from the start of the stream. 3 minutes, it's a lot, so I try to do as little content during that time so that, my main business, the live stream, is not missing out on as much as they could be. Like I said, you guys on YouTube, you're spoiled as hell. You don't have to go through that. You have to go through this one because I'm talking through it all. But the future ones, you don't have to. I'm gonna mumbo jumbo some shit and cut it out. Welcome back, everybody, from that ad break. We have done nothing. I rambled about how YouTube people don't get my ad break. They're gonna get that one though. They've been told that like 4 times now. Sacks or pillows, enjoy them while you can. We won't have much rest once the war begins. Some kerning here. That's 2 spaces. There's some very minor grammar work that I think, just run it through, the spell and syntax check. Just run it through there real quick. I don't want to knock any game for grammar, especially, if, English may not be the first language. I don't know if it is or isn't for these devs. It's 2023. I've kind of accustomed to good indie games being not, English as the primary language. It might be English is. I don't know. Regardless, I will never knock a game for grammar mistakes or syntax mistakes so long as it's not egregious to the point where it's just ruining my immersion. If you literally just run a game through Google Translator and you don't even bother to, fix it up so that, it looks nice, I'm gonna knock you for that. This is not that case. This is, someone hit space 2 times on a thing that you only see once in a playthrough. It's okay. But I want my reviews to be as thorough. Oh.
Came a young woman, black hair that gracefully danced in the air with every step of hers, and a sharp, bewitching gaze. Following close behind, 2 severe-looking warriors strode forward with pride. The Vestal of Sentia and her guardians had arrived.
She's very pretty.
Is this my welcoming party? Honestly, I couldn't have asked for a better one. I'm glad to see you here in one piece, Enra.
It's been a while, Lyra.
Such a cold reception. You're breaking my heart, darling. After all these years, I expected you to be a tad happier to see me.
What do you want me to do? Should I, jump into your arms, screaming, "Greetings, O great Vestal of Sentia"?
Oh, I would be delighted.
I really, really like her accent. That scene is a little weird. You know, I hope we get a little bit of backstory here. But, that kind of felt like, you know, like a session 0 of D&D. You know, you get the characters that 2 of them kind of inexplicably know each other, and you know they're like, "Hey bud, hey bud, hey bud, hey bud." That felt kind of like that. You know, everyone's introducing each other, and it turns out 2 people know each other, and you know they kind of catching up on that. You know, no criticism for the exact writing of that. I think they nailed that vibe. I'm just saying it does have that vibe. But the voice artist that did Lyra's work nailed the fact that she's not, you know, a dark-skinned girl who inexplicably has a perfect Midwest absent accent. You know, she's not talking like me. You know, she has, you know, that obviously, you know, English-inspired accent, but like there's that tinge of like more, I don't know, maybe Asian or Indian kind of tail at the end of a lot of what she says, which is really, really cool, because that means it's more than just a bunch of white people yelling into a room, which is really, really cool.
Sure.
Listen, I can go on a tangent about a lot of the necessary evils of voice acting not being great. I personally do not care, you know, who gets, you know, the job or anything, so long as they do a good job at that job. They don't all need to be, you know, necessarily one race or one accent or whatever, so long as, you know, whatever fits that character is delivered. I don't think it's necessarily appropriate for, you know, a white person to be voicing a dark-skinned character who is very clearly not just someone with a deep tan. You know what I mean? Whether that happened or not, I don't know. I don't know any of the voice artists in this game. But, like, the fact they at least gave that accent shows that they're probably not, you know, Karen from Ohio. You know what I mean? I think that's really important. You know, don't just diversify your characters, diversify the people playing your characters. Because that means a lot to the people playing the game to know that there's that representation. Not everyone gets that. Not very often do we see characters representing minorities. I think that's really, really cool. Let's see. I beg your pardon, my liege. We need to make haste to our quarters before the ceremony begins. We don't have time to lose here.
Oh, really?
Time spent with old friends is never a waste of time, Lonan. But I suppose you're right. See you later, Anra. Friends? The Sentians have been our allies for a very long time. This is the last chance of salvation for them, as it is for us.
I see.
Oh, I see. Anyway, who's Anra? Me. It's a childhood nickname. We trained together for a while. It's the name of... in the name of our tribe's alliance. So, are you two really good friends? I think that this would be a really great moment to shut up.
Right.
This must be the call of the divine child. It would be better to reach the hall as soon as possible. Good. Let's go. Did I say something weird? I mean... Okay. Missions.
Remarkable.
Behold, our Lord Hylian, as he sits upon his divine throne. Now heed his words, as he shall make his will known. Shut up, old man. You're here to hear me talk. Okay. I don't want you to now that you said all that. You're mean. Very mean, snobby little brat. Cute outfit though. I love my crop tops and halter tops very much. I don't know if you noticed. There's going to be several of them on the model update, by the way. And now, yes, you shall hear my words. Centuries ago, a Vestal from Sentia defiled my divine... That's a sentence. From Sentia defiled my divine will. She corrupted the 8 guardians, made them kill their own wards, and then took over the pit of Naraka. What was once a hallowed place of rest for the dead is now a kingdom of treachery. Death in Naraka is better than life here on this earth. The most absurd slander. We have proclaimed countless holy marches unto her wretched dominion, executing her minions one by one. Now it is time for her to face my final judgment. This shall be your first duty in this new war of ascension. You want to save your miserable people from the impending extinction, right? Go deep into Naraka, slay the betrayer, and erase this ugly stain from our history once and for all. According to tradition, 4 will depart and only 3 will return. May it be in battle or in sacred duel, one of you will die. Do not disappoint me. This is your God's will. Through your sacrifice, may your people atone. Through our fratricide, may life be reborn. I suspected that not all 4 vessels would attend yet, but out of all of them, how fortuitous it is for her to be here already.
What?
Is that a problem? We just have to trust that the Ever-Chosen won't lose sight of our goal, even if...
What?
What are you two whispering behind my back? Let's get a move on. We have a war to wage. I'm not necessarily getting a lot of energy from the characters. So some of their behavior is really kind of playful and childish and, you know, high energy, while a lot of it is really reserved and, you know, kept to the chest and kind of more darker, lower energy. Some of the characters like Magni kind of have more. Oh, hi Kaz, thank you for milking on me. Some characters like Magni have kind of more of that brood going on, and a character like Ishana is kind of more bright and talkative. But like for the most part, no one really stands out too much. You know, everyone, especially Andorra, you know, she doesn't really have like a direction, at least so far. She seems like she's either really aggressive or really reserved. I cannot tell. Because so far, she has been all of those things. Okay, so Eris, the vile betrayer, has challenged our most enlightened long enough. Surrounded by her cowardly puppets, she lies in wait, a mendacious queen among deceived souls. March on, keepers of the fire, find the traitor so that just punishment can be delivered. Okay. I feel like that little UI could probably do with the button to go back either just not existing and being put anywhere on the thing, or that screen does not exist. Time you are on your way to Naraka. To leave the hub, click on the dungeon selection icon. This absolutely can and should be part of this. Absolutely should be part of this right here, especially since it is part of this right here. Over redundance is not my favorite thing to deal with. It's fine. Repeating information that, you know, the player really probably should know is a good thing. Repeating information that the player should know immediately after saying it, it is what it is. Let's read the lore. If light shines brighter, the closer it is to darkness. In Centimania, the gem of the west, is the embodiment of the saying. Home of the tribe of Sentia, the city of crystals is built around the steep cliffs that lead to the Naraka, where the souls of the dead gather. At its bottom resides Eris the Betrayer, once a vessel of Sentia herself, now queen of lies and death. Surrounded by deceived revenants, she has claimed dominion over the once sacred grounds, spreading her plague far beyond the boundaries of Naraka. Many warriors have fallen trying to weaken her domain. Now, at least, the faithful might claim just revenge. So let's see. Our free supplies, a small puppet of the Everlasting Redeemer. Use it to remove one debuff from the party. That's cool. A clay tablet can be used as protection against blasphemy. Use it to try disarming a trap. Cool. Enter dungeon. Players looking for a real challenge. Enemies hit harder, apply more debuffs and are tougher. Finishing all the main depths of a dungeon and ever chosen will unlock special trinkets. Very cool. I like that there is a specific bonus reward for playing on the hard difficulty. Since we are reviewing this, I want to do Vestal. because I think that's the most fair way of doing this. If I personally were playing this, I would honestly probably pick Adventurer. I'm not very good at these games, so I think I would probably pick Adventurer. But for fairness sake, you know, I'm reviewing it. I want to give it the I saw what the game was like kind of thing. I'm picking Vestal. I think the best reviews will be Everchosen. You know, the best content for this game is obviously going to be the one with the most content. I do not even want to think, you know, my first playthrough of this game ever being on the hardest difficulty. I like I said, I personally would absolutely choose Adventurer just for the first playthrough. I might have chosen Vestal for further playthroughs and eventually gone to Everchosen. But like I said, because we're reviewing it, I want to give it the most accurate representation, so Vestal it is. No sin is too heavy. No guilt too great. I will serve her until my last breath. Sigurd, herald of renewal.
The landscape passing beneath them was alight with small refractions, each a gem embedded in stone. This was Sintamania, home of the pious tribe of Sentia, and a jewel at the gates of hell.
Look at all these sparkling stones. Oh, I would love to live here.
It's indeed a pleasure for the eyes.
Are you all right?
Keep quiet. We're entering the pit.
Every child knew that the hallowed chasm was to be revered as much as it was to be feared. A cursed place where dead souls gather. A grim sepulchre full of malicious energy. The reign of the treacherous queen. As they delved into darkness, their hearts tightened uneasily. But then there was a light and a gentle breeze. Under the descending pulley, a splendid plateau extended as far as their gaze could reach.
What's this colorful rain? It's not ashes.
Flower petals. They are pretty, but completely useless.
Can I eat them?
No! We're in hostile territory. Everything you see here can hide a trap.
Indeed. As peaceful as this place might look, I feel like we are being watched.
I do not understand. The herald said this was a place of death and anger. Yeah, this doesn't feel like hell at all. To me, this looks like paradise. I refuse to call this place paradise. It's a sin born out of horrible treachery, and we are here to put an end to it. Dungeon condition. Each dungeon is composed of different floors, each with its own special conditions you will have to adapt to your strategy if you want to survive. Each party member draws an extra card at the start of the turn. Cool, I like that. Oh, gross. During each battle, you will have the option to complete a bonus mission. Each mission you complete will help you gather better rewards at the end of the dungeon. Kill an enemy that has 2 or more debuffs. That's cool. I like that. So this is Ishana's turn, okay. I feel like we probably have to kill... What is pity? Debuff. Damage taken is increased. Okay. I think it's most important to probably take this thing out first because it looks like she's probably some sort of healer or high damage kind of.
Onward, Thunderborns!
Alright, let's see. Neat.
I can't. But you want to.
Let's see. Gain 1 thirst, lose 2 armor. Gain 2 armor, gain 2 thirst. Oh, I guess it didn't apply the debuff.
Forward!
Dang, that's okay. What does Overwhelm do? 2 extra damage for each card. Skill with Swift Blade this turn. Okay. So this is 10 damage. This is what, 14? Look at that. We successfully did a big hit. What is smash? Deal 6 extra damage to target has armor and not have armor. Increase the constant card by 1 automatically has 7 or more rage. Deal 5 more damage. Target has 2 more active buffs. Okay, so nothing I did there was going to actually do noticeable damage.
Rage fuels me. Come here.
Oh. Okay.
Strike true, my blades!
Well, I don't think we're getting our 2 buffs thing.
We have to save them,
Unfortunately,
and we will.
but that is totally okay. Oh. What finish a battle using less than 10 cards in total. Investal mode or higher. Cool. cards you draft during the exploration of a dungeon are classified as neutral cards, or sometimes rare, powerful variants called adaptive cards. Those are temporary cards that can be added to anyone's deck and will be removed once you return to the Equinox Cathedral. Okay. So this is obviously going to Ishana. No, this is going to Ishana. Oh my god. What? Vanish for the rest of the battle once played. I mean, that's fine. Oh. Create a random Adele. Cause 0 AP this turn. Cool. I think this is really good on her. That automatically leaves this here, yeah. I mean, it's fine. Let's go left, yeah. And beware the treacherous path. Enemies and special events are not the only thing you have to look out for. Sometimes you might even encounter traps, which can deal great damage and hinder your characters. You'll have to disarm or evade them. You can use the trap disarming kit tool to try and disable the trap, but risk high damage should you fail. Or try and rely on your dexterity to try and dodge it, taking less damage if you fail. Select an option to try and avoid the damage. We had to try the trap, right? The cautious and well-equipped have one thing in common: quick thinking and a steady hand. This impeding danger avoided, you inhale a breath of relief. Pandora evades the trap. Cool. So, let's see. Oh, it's another... Oh, blast. Sometimes you might encounter events where there seems to be no right choice. If you have it available, you can break a tablet of protection to have a chance to avoid the event altogether. Oh. We have to see a few more of these to be, a bit more thorough with it. But I think I'm going to take the item and the cards. So we got this thing with, the cursor being in the middle. That needs to get fixed. That would drive people crazy. It's driving me mad. Hope and trust in the divine fused in a brilliant stone. It can be used in the Dark Forge to boost the faith of the party. Against your better judgment, you find yourself unable to avert your eyes from that shard of anomaly. Mismatched visions flood your mind, allowing you to perceive something more. Start a draft, add 1 hex card in each deck. Lose 2 HP, add 1 random basic card to your deck at the end of the turn if this card is still in the hand. Ooh. Okay. All 3 enemies will gain 3 armor at the end of the turn if this card is still in the hand. And when... Okay, so... What's... We can't know our current health. We don't... I feel like a situation like this means we should probably be able to see our health of everybody. Especially since, this is a thing of... We lose health for using this. I think it's just a matter of, we throw the biggest one on the tank. Oh, what's this? The gain is to burn. To burn is to gain. Mesmerized, the wanderer rummages through his pocket, frantically seeking a worthy offering for the dancing flames. Balance works in mysterious ways to man unbeknownst. Whether or not sacrificing such a trinket will bestow a blessing of wealth or a curse of doom upon this foolish mortal's head is up to fate to decide. I'm not sure this is the text associated with this, but we're gonna smelt a card. I don't know what that does. A warm sensation tickles your skin. The undulating flames shed your burdens away. May your travels ever be blessed by the mercy of the pyre. You can remove a card from your deck of your choice. That is good. That is good. I don't think that text was right. That text made no sense for what this event was. It was referencing somebody that wasn't there. I think we're gonna get rid of one of Ishana's cards. I think we're gonna get rid of we're gonna get rid of this right here. Just yeet. Don't even have to deal with it. Abandoned because despair sires bitter tears. The crying maiden sits on the gargantuan roots of a willow tree. Her face is hidden by her slender hands. Forlorn wails grips at minor text things that just slightly make it hard to read. Forlorn wails grip at the heart of those who pass through, stirring the curiosity of the audacious and the alarming the distrustful. Might get a buff or suffer the damage, something weird might happen. Alright, say hi. Let's go say hi. I've been recording right now for an hour and a half, and I have so much stuff I have to cut out. I don't know how much of it I'm actually going to cut out, and how much of it I'm going to do weird transitions over, how much of it I'm going to literally just hope no one judges me. Oh, we're saying hi to this lady. That's a buff. Her watery eyes are looking through you. Alas, you are not able to get any closer, but she offers you what looks like a sad, tentative smile, and the last tear that moves your heart before disappearing into thin air. The party starts the next two battles with Fynix too. I like that you don't have to you don't have to do the resting event. You can come back to it. We did already read this, but now these options are different than we had before. I think we should make something weird happen by ignoring her. So that's what we're going to do. Your head feels heavy and thick mist covers your surroundings. As you come to, you realize that the way is now unfamiliar again. The party heals for 10% of their maximum HP. Very cool. Oh. Mm-hmm. Goodness. A wandering peddler, apparently. Always shrouded in a questionable aura of secrecy, he appears whenever, wherever, and sells whatever. You do not know what is more unsettling about him. There's a weird fixation over his single lock of hair. The fact that he's always in a hurry, as if someone's trying to catch him, or that you still have absolutely no idea about who or what he is. Buy a shapeshifter. Remove a card from a deck. What's a shapeshifter? We can't see. Okay. One thing Slay the Spire did was, you know, if you were presented an option like this, you know, you could see whatever that is. I don't know if a shapeshifter is worth buying, but I do know removing a card is. So that's what we're gonna do. Oh.
Try to leave a dent.
Inflict bleeding 2 or more on a single enemy. I can do that. He has a lot of armor.
Let's dance then.
Let's see. Draw 2 hero cards from the deck. They cost 1 less this round. Ooh. Okay. I think I'll take... Oh, all of this costs 0. I think we need to start just whittling through this guy. Like that, yeah? Almost beat him in 1 turn. Why did that do extra damage? Does she have a buff or something?
What? Scared to face an Ashram warrior?
I mean... No, not really. Ooh. Broke through his armor and everything.
Do I look merciful to you?
Oh, my dog got very mad that I was impressed with that play.
I can't. But you want to.
Let's see, this will give me the bleeding 2 that we need for this.
This smells so sweet.
Whoa. Holy shit post, Batman. Well, that was loud. Let's see. If you repeat at the start of your next. Ooh. Oh, okay. So this does something different for each person. I think this would be best on Andorra. This would be really good on Ishana. I think these two are probably fine on either of each other. Oh, another event. Oh, another battle.
Salvation by my hands.
Defeat all the enemies within 3 rounds. Okay, we can do that. Maybe we just kind of throw that away, right? Not gonna be able to even use that. Let's attack the one that's trying to buff first. Ooh, okay. So hell yeah, dude, we did, what was that, 36 damage in 1 turn? Let's see, so this does 9 damage. What does pity do? Damage taken is increased. Okay. I think both of these are just doing a buff, so I think I want to hit him with the bigger debuff. I don't know. I don't know exactly what I'm doing with his whole thing there.
My sin is my strength.
Is this no? that takes that one out.
You're already dead. Not yield.
Ooh. Oh. We don't even have to do anything. Look at that, we got our second little mission there. Remove one random buff, deal 17 damage. What? That's wild. Draw 2 cards, remove one random debuff. I mean, that's just going on him all day. Read a copy of the last... Okay. I mean, yeah. I think this going on Ishana's like more than fine, since it gives pity. Like this gives her something to do as like a battle option when I don't have other good options. Ooh, excuse me. Use the key, sure. Pray? I don't... What happened? What, did I get something? I don't know. Welcome back, Surprising. I hear it calling a name. My name. I plead to you, hazy candor of a fable. Do not lead me astray. Lucent axiom of ruin. Do not tempt me further, for I know that both grace and doom coexist in you. Yet I can't help but wonder if I were to embrace you, which one would you bestow upon me? Add cards in your decks, or nothing happens. I mean, you take it for sure. Ooh. Ooh. I actually want that on her. I want it like that. Cause even though this could probably one-shot someone if I combine this with the previous attack we just got, we never get to use that previous attack. You know, that's a 2 cost. We can't do the combo. Yeah. That's that. We can finally heal. While resting at the pyre, you can perform 4 different actions, each costing 1 AP. Replenish a healing powder charge for every party member. Direct heal a single party member. Smell to remove a card from one deck. Pray to a deity. And start a neutral cards draft. Do the same action will increase its cost. Once you are satisfied or run out of points, click on the rest button. Okay. I mean, just get rid of that card. I want to get rid of Ishana's this one. This is something here I really don't care to have. Is like gaining 1 thirst, yeah? You get a hex for that? Nah. That's just gone. Then we can give a new card to everybody. Brought 2 hero cards from the deck. They cost 1 less this round. Move 2 heck cards from the deck. Oh, damn. That would have been perfect to give her. Son of a bitch. Deal 5 damage and inflict 1 random debuff or gain 1 random buff. That can go here. I think I'll do that. Okay. Want to rest now? Yes. Ooh. Barely made a step and the place already gives me the creeps. What's up with all these colors? My eyes hurt. Everything here feels eerie. The creatures too are behaving strangely. Almost like soldiers protecting the bastion. Wonder why.
Whatever.
Damn me if I have any idea. I just know that I want to end this ugly ordeal as soon as possible. Look at her abs, man. Like, I love this character. I love all these characters so far. Their designs are top tier. I don't know about you, but now I feel bad. I mean, in this case, aren't we the invaders, I think? Are you working particularly hard to piss me off today? Yes. I mean, no. What good are you even for, besides spouting such scaredy nonsense? Come on now, we're companions. No need for friendly fire. It's not that I'm scared. Actually, I'm glad to be here with you. You two are strong, so there's no reason to worry. Just that, well, I'm really not good at, conversation. Right. This is the first time you've ever left your village, right? Yeah, back home I didn't really talk with anyone. But now it feels good. I mean, camping next to a warm fire, chatting with friends. Well, it would be better to practice conversation skills while you can. After all, when we win, us guardians will have to take the oath of silence. You're right, I think. That's cool. They have a oh, excuse me. They let you like explore all of these keywords from the moment. You actually have a game. This bugs me having unread notifications, which is why we're going through and, clearing them all. Alright. Barrier's gone now. You can open the gate. What's on the other side? I feel like we've been walking in circles for ages. I need a break. Is it wise to stop in the middle of nowhere? There is no somewhere here. I hear footsteps. Tired already? You used to be much more oh my god, I'm not even.
What?
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Fool me a third time. It's all my fault, I guess. What are you doing here? Did you forget that this burden was bestowed upon both of our clans? We might be allies, but it won't last forever.
That's enough.
Lonan, I suggest you calm your lively spirit. Right now. Forgive me, my Vestal. Holy Vessel, I am sorry too. I apologize for my partner's misconduct. We shall calm our lively spirits right now. Eris is still alive. There's no need to jump at each other's throat. For now.
What?
How do you know Eris is still alive? I can sense her. After all, she was a Vestal of Sentia, like me. Holy Vestal, haven't we wasted enough time loitering here? We need to reach the betrayer as soon as possible, so that we'll finally wash the shameful stain away from Sentia's pride. A moment spent with our allies won't change what our fate has in store for us. Your determination is admirable. However, do not let your righteous bravery become deadly arrogance. You're facing a powerful foe that requires the utmost caution. You are right, fellow Guardian. Come what may, we are absolutely ready to sacrifice our lives for her. We shall protect our most holy Vestal, radiant jewel of Sentia, until the very end. What's up with them? Well, quite the Guardians, aren't they? Quite the troublesome bunch. So, how are you feeling, Anra? There are times where the choice of an individual can alter the course of history. Think carefully about these choices. Ooh. Okay. So this is like event tiles, except it is story impactful. Not just singular dungeon impactful. Talk to her? Okay. Tired. I didn't expect to feel this fatigued, even if they warned me of what happens once you commune with the altar.
That's how it is.
It's quite the vexing experience, yes. I had to stop and take a nap near one of the pyres. Why am I not surprised? Once a slacker, always a slacker.
Oh, really?
That's mean, you know. Sure, you were always the eager one, raring to go. Yet, you never once denied me the pleasure of a moment of respite together. Is that gay I smell? I'm smelling gay. My gay sniffy senses just went off. I hope it's something gay. I really hope it's something gay, because that would seal the deal for me. Yeah.
Sure.
When you say it like that, it sounds embarrassing. Cake? No. Well, I mean, yeah, cake, but like, not cake. Gay. Violently beautiful homosexual relations. You're a big girl. You'll get over it. Anyway, have you seen the other Vestals yet? No, and maybe that's for the better. Definitely. Even if you wanted to kick off the Vestal carnage first, you'd have to wait until the task is completed. The sacred duel, remember? If you were to ambush another Vestal before that, you wouldn't be able to perform the ascension once the war is done. I know. We won't get anywhere this way. Let's just call it a day and go back to the cathedral. But we don't know where the pulley is. The altar? We are the sworn guardians of the Vestals, so we are under the protection of the fire too. The fire can call us back on its own on certain occasions. We can use them to return to the cathedral whenever we want. Let's take this chance to rest and report to the divine child then. We still have something to do here. We'll meet again later. Now hurry. Okay. Ooh. What'd we get? Complete adept after exploring all the rooms. Hell yeah, dude. I really like the art direction of this. The character designs, the set designs are really, really pretty. Why didn't they come back with us? Welcome back, warriors. Most revered, we located the betrayer's hideout, but we were unable to reach it. No matter how long we walked, we were unable to get any closer. It seems that the betrayer still tightly wields some remnant of power. Is there no way to reach her? There's always a way, child. When the sin was consummated, Eris was not alone. She corrupted the 8 guardians, using their misguided strength as a foundation for her false kingdom. For centuries, we tried to cull these harbingers of hers in order to weaken their grasp over the holy grounds. Now all of them, only one remains. His name is Sigurd. Once a warden from Flamen, and one of the most powerful guardians ever known. His demise might be the last push we need to knock over this castle of lies. My children, now gather your strength and slay this apostate phantom. Through your sacrifice, may your people atone. Yeah. Through our fratricide, may life be reborn. This Sigurd. Whoa. Even the herald seems to respect his strength.
Right.
Don't worry. As long as my shield still stands, we won't lay a finger on you two. What I'm gathering from this little cutscene here is I still don't understand Andorra, and I do not like the dude bro feeling of anyone on this new team. The Delum tribe. We are enemies, so such pleasantries are nothing special to us. We'll repay them back soon enough on the battlefield. For now, there's something else weighing on my mind. Why did she decide to stay behind in Naraka? Ooh. Ooh, that's disgustingly good. What? Ooh. What the fuck? This is just a broken ass card. Oh, we have more. Huh? You can't give me that. If we're getting super broken cards this fast, I can only imagine what the more endgame kind of decks look like. Because, like, this is ridiculous. What's Crusade do? Basic and neutral cards deal 2 more damage and give 2 more armor. What? Okay. Oh, more cards. Okay. What's this do? Gain 1. Ooh. Deal 6 damage if you have at least 1 hex card in hand. That's not good because we don't have any hexes. Alright. I like the fact that each dungeon is a specifically selectable mission. Oh, excuse me. And you can choose what difficulty you want for that mission each time. Welcome back. Looks like nothing has changed while we were gone. I don't know. Gonna make lunch? Hell yeah. I don't know, even though it looks the same, it doesn't feel the same. Have a good stream? Thank you. That is another of Eris's abilities. Without altering its image, she can change the weave of her creation. So what are we supposed to do? Just give up and hope the last guardian of hers comes around on his own? No, you buzzkill. Oh. He is the last pillar on which this whole mirage leans upon. This barrier is bound to have a few holes we can exploit to get to him. We would do better to hurry then. We'll take the northern path. You'll follow the other way. You're leaving me already? What a bummer.
That's a good one.
You're a big girl. You'll get over it. Besides, we're gonna meet up again once we've breached through the barrier. Nothing prevents us from teaming up in front of a common enemy, no? Oh, now you want my help? You should know that my aid comes with a price. Name it then.
Oh, really?
Oh, you really want me to say it out loud? Don't get any weird ideas.
What?
Well, this is your reminder for the YouTube folks that this is the time to go do stuff, get up. It's at time of stream 3 hours in. We've been recording for almost 3 hours. Huh? What are they talking about? Nothing that should be discussed right now. Alright, time to go. Be careful, Andra. You too. The chance to find a normal event is increased by 20%. Base chance to find Arcana events is 5% higher. Traps can be evaded more easily. Cool. If you want to unlock powerful boons back in the hub, you'll need Dark Bones. You can earn them by fighting enemies and completing battle missions. However, the best way to gather them is choosing a word of punishment at the beginning of the depth. If you manage to complete the dungeon with the active effect, you'll gain a lot more Dark Bones. Can I get all of these? Like, if I only get one, this is the one I want. If I get multiple ones, this is the one I don't want. Let's assume we only get one, right? This adds an extra turn, basically, to every fight that we have. This is fine. Oh. Shauna evades the trap. Good girl. Oh. Add cards in your deck? No, I do not want to add cards in my deck. Oh. works for me. Good job, Tori. You did a good combat. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I mean, it's not perfect or anything, but it's fine. Be vigilant now. A foreign, sort of malicious energy has filled the air, and everything seems eager to feed on it. What exactly is this wicked trick? Your steps are delayed by devilish ivy clinging to your feet and legs. Nature now wants you to be one with her. A quick scan of the luscious surroundings reveals that this rampant grass is not the only thing that seems too animated now. Might find loot or reveal tiles, or might lose cards or gain a debuff. Well, let's look for the source. Smarter than perhaps has been revealed. Ooh, that's cool. What does this do? Gotta dodge those.
What? Scared?
What do we got here? Bless the Arcana. Sometimes you can find lucky Arcana events while exploring, and be granted great boons by them, with a small chance of encountering them, which rises every time you discover other events while exploring. Once you find an Arcana, the probability resets. As for adaptiveness, absolutely. What do we got here? I've never heard a butterfly make that sound. In meadows so splendid she flies, delicate daughter of the air. I never thought that such wondrous creature could even exist. Do not avert your awestruck eyes too soon. Bask in her dignity for a while longer. Gaze upon her with marvelous bewilderment, resting her weary body on the trunk of a luscious elm. Quiet the quivering of your hands in front of this presage of uncertain fate painted on her wings. Strike it down, gain a buff, but nothing happens. What are we doing? 50-50 it. Nothing happens. That's fine. We're 50-50ing it anyways.
Do I look merciful to you?
Smacker. Oh, nice. We won the fight. Let's see. It's fine. This should be the boss battle. The Vestal and the Guardians. They are here. Why can't they leave us alone? Our kingdom is nothing but peaceful. Even if it was born from blood, we do not thirst for more. Do not anguish yourself, my goddess. All lies on the blind eyes and the misguided faith. If they want violence, then we will retaliate back for our own sake. Such is the way of the beasts. Can something good come out from answering yet another storm with thunder? In the end, I cannot blame their fury. This is my sin, so I should be one to put it to an end. Yeah, I won't allow it. Sigurd. We have tried countless times. Our words of armistice will never reach them. Therefore, we will fight them in our own way. If you say this is your sin, then it is upon me to share your burden to the end. You have already been shouldering everything for so long. Right now, you can barely. This is my decision and my order. You will stay here, Sigurd, with me. I will repent in the time for this defiance of mine. This is the only command of yours that I will not obey. Please, forgive this arrogant servant, my goddess. You shall bestow on me any punishment you see fitting upon my return.
I see.
You are the one already bestowing the cruelest of castigations on me, my dear, foolish knight. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Inflict bleeding 1 on every attack. Can't use legendary, bonds of 60. Wow. I'm fine with this. It was a big ass floor.
We have to save them.
Nice. Let's see, this probably goes here. Tenacity. The next turn, one is fine there. They deal force damage for each neutral card you play this turn. Yeah, sounds fine.
Strike true, my blades!
Flipping them up. Know that. Uh-oh, oof. I think what I need to do is I need to go heal. True. Let's see. Oh. Show me where. Ooh. Both of these are actually really good right now. Let's do treasures. Neat. Oh, wow. Get a strong buff or get a special item. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Neat. Ooh.
Forward!
Have 2 or more buffs on a single character. Easy. Heal. Yes, I need to heal for sure. Ugh. The rest, it doesn't really matter. Shit, there's stuff down here too. Oh. So we are going to do whatever this battle is, and we'll call the recording there. Oh no, he's hot.
Forgoes you, thunder blessed. I've heard them, you know. All these souls lost to your mindless butchering. I've heard every single one of their anguished cries. You rip them away from their serene repose, tossing them into oblivion without a second thought. You tore away their second chance, all just for your selfish vainglory.
There's no such thing as a second life. What is dead will never live again.
Yield, Harbinger. Your heaven is nothing but immoral.
Is the blood on your hands proof of your deity's virtue, then? I have met God, a true God, and her grace is far above any other.
I want a puppy just like him. What the fuck? Such a higher grace if all that she can create is just a pitiful mockery of life.
I beg your pardon.
You tell us our paradise is sin against death, and your miserable earthly existence is a crime against life itself.
Curses!
Your thirst for war brought forth a desolating drought and called it peace. You asked me to yield. My answer is only one. No. My answer is only one. No. I'm barely standing that you think you can stop us. The time for useless bantering is over. There is no gain in talking to a beast. That's right, and we both know it, don't we? You cannot calm a beast after it has tasted blood. Please, Sigurd, don't. I beg you one last time, my knight. Let them come to me. No more need for you to fight. I will take it upon my hands to show them what good we have done. You will stand by me if you're gone. Please don't leave me. I will not allow them to get any closer to you. That is my duty and vow. Here before my fallen brethren is where I stand.
No!
Please, sir, if we fail, our people will die. So would mine.
Only your blood will grant us peace.
Try to leave a dent.
When facing a boss battle, all your characters will return to full HP and all active buffs and debuffs will be reset. Boss battles are different from normal ones. Each boss has 3 HP bars. So prepare for a long fight. On their first attack per every round, boss will gain a charge point. And the special counter under their HP bar is fully charged. It will unleash a devastating attack with their first. Oh, excuse me. Goodness. What's this? Okay.
Come here.
Ooh.
I can't. But you
Works for me. Let's see how we feeling here. This is a leech. This, oh, it's an ad break. It's a fine. Sorry, Twitch, you're gonna miss me totally figuring the rest of this out. Yeah, I can go.
Is this the best you can do?
Ow. Nice. Damn. The shadow thing kind of hurts.
Ends my strength.
Oh.
This smells so sweet.
Let's see. Nemotes is out and about. Means I guess we'll just do that. Fine with that.
Strike true, my blades!
So let's do this. This. That, yeah. Perfect.
Do I look merciful to you?
Oh. Okay.
We have to save them. And we will.
Let's see, what can we do? I don't like that. I guess we do that. I'm fine with it, I guess. It's not my favorite move I've ever done.
Let's dance then!
Oh, what do we have here? Ow. That was a pretty big hit there. That was a pretty big hit, yeah. I'm fine with getting some extra cards there.
Not on my watch.
Definitely can't give that up. Not gonna let him have free damage incoming.
Salvation by my hands!
Oh goodness, she needs a heal for sure.
I will protect this dream of ours.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. You're pushing the Sigurd back, and now he has to resort to new special attacks. Be careful in doing abilities and conditions. Sigurd's attacks deal 1 extra damage for 2. Oh. Okay. So our next move. Oh shit. That was a huge hit.
You're already dead.
Nice. I'll just take the damage there.
I've had worse.
That's that turn. Goodness.
Is this the best you can do?
What do we do? Let's start by doing a little bit of that. Pretty big hit there. I wanted to do that. It's okay. It's okay.
This smells so sweet.
Let's see. Do that. Yeah, okay. Next turn. Dumbass. Okay. Ooh. Ouch.
What? Scared to
That
face
was
an
a
ash-
really big hit there. I don't like it. I'm gonna use my thingy. There we go. Last health bar. Last health bar, y'all. What'd you get? When a foe starts to turn with 9 stacks of bleeding, they will take damage to... Ooh.
Don't hold back, Shauna.
Smack like that. Oh. Yikes. Okay.
I've had worse.
Well, this is not going very well. I don't know if I'm going to be able to succeed. To be totally honest.
Strike true, my blades!
Let's see. What I do? Damage is started here. Ooh. Love to see that. Whatever. Oh.
Do I look merciful to you?
Well, that's not good.
We have to save them.
And we will.
Hmm. Not doing too hot here.
I can't.
But you want to.
Oh, this is perfect. No, it's not, because I don't have... Fuck.
Try to leave a dent.
I can do this. It's fine, we're almost there.
I will protect this dream of ours.
That's fine. Just leave me out of it. Leave me out of it.
For the Vestal, for Ashram.
Ooh. Chat, we're gonna beat this boss first try.
Don't hold back, Shauna.
Holy shit. We beat our first boss in one try. Nice. As soon as we get through this dialogue, we will do a little final summation of our first impressions here. I'll ask you just one last time, give up and surrender. I cannot allow you to take one more step. Or if I fall here, I fall here, my goddess. That's enough. Even when the others had long fallen, you kept on carrying the sorrow. My sorrow.
And now, it's time for you to rest.
If I fade, everything you created will too. I cannot yield.
You have withstood far more than one could ever demand. I am so grateful for the brief peace you gifted me.
I deserve none of your praise. I failed to make them see reason. The weight you were willing to carry for them, what you sacrificed for their sake, they will never be able to understand.
Hush now. In time, they will. There is no blame upon your shoulders. Go. Join your brothers and sisters and be free.
I've always been free. Here. In our garden. In our paradise. Don't let me go, Eris. Don't let me.
My foolish, loyal hero.
Oh no.
Now,
I feel like a
it's my turn
dickhead.
to protect this dearest dream of ours. Good night, Sigurd.
Victory is ours. Then why is it so bitter? Wait, those bodies over there, aren't those the guardians of Cynthia?
What?
How can this be if they're here and if they're... Where's Lyra? I don't see her anywhere. They probably gave their life in order to create an escape way for her, an honorable way to die.
Damn you!
Lyra is completely alone in this damn hell and you expect me to care about some corpse's honor? Move now. We have to find her. You're bleeding. I understand your concern, Everchosen, yet I beg you not to forget what our duty is. What are we fighting for? Our people's survival, or... We wouldn't be able to look at... we wouldn't be able to look for her anyway, in our conditions, I think.
Right.
I agree. Throwing ourselves into the enemy's lair right after such a tough battle is unwise. Yet, before that, we have to deal with their body. Whoever dies here, that betrays Narako, soon enroll in her ranks. Can we do something about it? The only way would be giving them a proper burial on the surface. But they're already tainted corpses. Bringing them back to the cathedral would be an inconceivable transgression. So what do we do? These guys are like wieners, but like I have to bury them. I have to. We're gonna take them back and give them a proper burial. Are you sure, Everchosen? The Creed is not going to overlook this easily. I'll deal with that. And besides, it's not like we need any more souls joining her new damn army. That's right, I think. Let's go. The sooner we return, the sooner we can go back here too. Dang. Alright, so early summation, we went through the tutorial and the first two missions. We had a lot to say about a lot of things. Let's kind of go over a little bit of it. Things that it does really well. Art direction. Game mechanics. I really enjoyed the game mechanics. They're a little confusing, but I think they did them very well. General visual capability. You know, it's not like it's super easy to get lost in the battle. it might be a little hard to navigate with, you know, some cards having a lot of text. It definitely does have a few Hearthstone and Yu-Gi-Oh kind of things where like it's just like there's so much going on and there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to adapt to it. Let's see, things that I feel are detractors are the small grammar things. Voice acting is a little hit or miss. Where it's good, it shines. Where it's not so great, it's meh. I've definitely heard worse video games, worse animes, worse situations, but like not super happy here. I would have liked to seen a little bit more variation in those early events. A lot of them were the exact same event, and only like twice did we see any with a different outcome. There's a few personal things that, you know, I would nitpick, like the fact that sometimes the mouse cursor will clip through tooltips. That's something that I'm not super happy with. I feel like there's more than a fair handful of screens that probably just don't need to be here. These dialogue scenes, this should move significantly faster. I fully think that should go significantly faster. I do not have a way to show that I have text on full speed, but I do. The fact that I have to wait for this to go on each frame, I can read faster than a lot of times it types. And I think most people do. I'm reading it out loud, so it's slower, but like, I'm quite literally, like, my eyes are reading it and are pretty much done with the next paragraph before this sentence is done. I think that should be significantly faster. Honestly, I think if I were to, under duress, have to give it a rating right now, I would say a solid maybe 7.8, 8, right around there. The things that I don't like about it weigh heavy enough that I cannot give it a perfect score, but I will be coming back to this. It feels cohesive, while the world itself isn't particularly fantastic or imaginative or anything. I like what they're doing with what they have already given us. I hope everyone on YouTube hops on over and hangs out with us over on Twitch. Bye, YouTube.